Hi everyone, and welcome back to Nattie's Nook, where you'll hear about books that could become your next best reads. If you missed last week's book, or you're just simply new to the channel, I really encourage you to go check out my first review or the last one that you happen to miss. The first review is called Channel Intro plus First Review, if you don't know what it's called, and I really encourage you to go and catch up on it. It was awesome. I also really encourage you to please stay updated because sometimes the plots could connect, the same author could be present, or they could just become your new favorite novel, and who wouldn't want that, especially for an avid reader like me. If you're not new to the channel and you're just waiting for this next review, sit back, relax, and enjoy the next look inside Nattie's Nook. Today's look inside Nattie's Nook will be about a novel called Refugee by Alan Gratz. Refugee has a 4.5-star rating on Goodreads and is a historical fiction novel. I love historical fiction, as you might have seen from my previous reviews, because I kind of review them all the time, and this one was definitely not an exception for the better. This one is actually very unique. I didn't expect this to be such an intriguing book because it's about not one, not two, but 3 different kids in 3 totally different time periods. But the one thing they had in common was a plan of escape. They were all determined to get out of their circumstances, and here's why. The first kid we learn about is named Joseph, and he lives in Nazi Germany in the 1930s. Worse than that, he's a Jew, meaning he could be persecuted at practically any time, so he definitely needs to get out. The second person we need to learn about is Isabel. She lives in 1994 in Havana, Cuba, and is definitely in a bad state of mind. Her country is in a bad state of mind. It's corrupted, and there is such a lack of food and nutrition, it's so hard to raise a family there. She knows that she needs to get out before time runs out, and before her family suffers even greater consequences than ever before. The third story we learn about is Muhammad, and he lives in Aleppo, Syria in 2015, which is one of the most dangerous places to live in 2015. Number 1, there's a bunch of bombing there. Number 2, the people there have practically no identity because they don't want to be killed the next day. And number 3, Muhammad is no exception to the standard. He's definitely keeping his head down until one day the unthinkable happens. He's forced to leave his home because of this unthinkable event that he never thought would occur, and he is forced to go out of his comfort zone to a place he has never been to before. The consequences for all 3 of these people's journeys are immense, and if they don't get out quick, they will suffer even greater consequences than if they had stayed in the first place. This book is just such a page turner, and it definitely left me wanting more. The reason really why it left me wanting more was because each person had only 1 chapter to themselves, and it rotated. So first there's a chapter on Joseph, the second there's a chapter on Ismail, and third there's a chapter on Muhammad, and then the cycle repeats, meaning usually each chapter ends on a suspenseful note, making the reader want more from that one story. I love this novel mainly because of the suspense, and that's why I give it a 5-star rating. I have never read a more suspenseful novel, and I definitely recommend this to any reader who just wants a good read. It's a junior fiction novel, and it didn't have any language in it, so I was thrilled to get to read it. I recommend this novel for anybody who wants a good read with a lot of variety. If you like this review, please click the like button below as well as the subscribe button to show that you liked this video. If you're interested in recommending a book, please refer to the details at the very end of the video for instructions. Stay tuned for the next look inside the Nook. Thanks for watching!